Grizzlies have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. He hits both from the stripe.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here is Livingston, covered by Conley. It's stolen by Adams. Top of the key, Conley. To the paint, it's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. Livingston is running.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
The drive by Adams, stolen by Bargnani. Livingston dishes to Thomas.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunity.
Shooting from Memphis. Freak.
And he's good on the second. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Conley into the lane. Here's D'Alembert. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Unloads from 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Bargnani's got 11.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Well, the threes weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easier ones go in can renew that confidence.
Green passes to Conley. D'Alembert sets a screen for Conley. It's tipped. Oh, and here comes Robinson all alone.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. A big difference in this game has been our ability to not only pressure them into mistakes, but to turn those mistakes into baskets. A lot of our points have come off turnovers.
All right, fans, let's get up, let's get
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
And what a tremendous game for Young. He has 17 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line.
Memphis making a change here. Bayless is checked in. Then for the Nets, Bargnani comes in for Young, and Thomas subbed in for Randy Foy. So for Brooklyn now, Thomas, he's in at shooting guard. Bargnani is out there with Johnson. Then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Jack in at the point.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Jack against Gasol. He feeds it to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that's 10 points for Tony Allen.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit. The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Jack leading the charge. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition. And you're going to take as many of those high-percentage shots as you can get.
Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Thomas. Trying to get open is Lopez. Off target at the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Bayless. And he banks in the layup. Bayless has got 6.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Baseline J on the way. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 8 points for Brook Lopez. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. It's Allen with the drive. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Grizzlies with the rebound. Green against Jack. Here's Bayless. He's on fire. Bayless has got 8 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Johnson outside. Thomas against Allen. Thomas kicks to Jack. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. There's the dish to Bargnani. And Thomas now, top of the key. 5 to shoot. Here's Jack. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. He's got 10.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Gasol. White comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Jordan Adams in for Tony Allen. No good on the free throw.
Jordan Adams.
And the second free throw, good. Here is Livingston. Outside Thomas. From the wing.
Next foul. His second personal foul. Penalty
The
situation.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Adams outside. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Adams has got 7.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Thomas kicks to Robinson. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Kicks it to Bayless. No one near him. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Livingston dishes to Thomas. From 13 feet, it goes down. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Livingston. Brooklyn leading by 3. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Green with a screen for Wright to the right side. Green, the screen. Bayless. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Livingston kicks to Thomas. It's stolen by Dallenberg. Memphis moving that ball around. There's Green with the three, and the shot is good. Green's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And Bayless kicks to Dallenberg. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Green, no luck. It's a close game here in Memphis. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Thomas. And it's right, sending it back. Now Bayless. He's got 12. Dishes it to Green. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points. Some changes for Memphis. Marcus All's checked in for Green. And Tony Allen subbed in for Adams. Then for the Nets, Lopez is checked in for Bargnani. Johnson comes in for Robinson. And Thomas subbed in for Sean Livingston. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Brandon Wright is out there with Dallenberg. And it's Gasol and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now, here is Foy. Johnson left side. Here's Thomas. That one off the back iron and out.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Now, here is Foy. He's guarded closely. Thomas passes to Foy. Young outside. He kicks to Thomas. And Dallenberg pulls it down.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Outside Conley. Pass to Wright. Screen by Dallenberg.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Some changes for Memphis. Randolph comes in for Samuel Dallenberg. And it's Green in for Marc Gasol.
His one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Passes to Randolph. The 11-footer. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Brooklyn with it. A 2-point game. Thomas, no luck. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got a foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
They need this. Bank shot, no good. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Tony Allen. 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Foy from long range. Can't get it to go. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
Well, his rebounder was a story for me tonight, guys. He couldn't have been any more ferocious on the boards. This game would have had a much different feel if he wasn't controlling the glass like that.
His work distributing the basketball was tremendous. Always had his head up, looking to create easy shots for his teammates. It motivates your team when a guy's passing like that. Makes them run lanes faster, cut to the basketball faster, and then that results in success.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what.
Come on with it. Come on. Come on. With it. Come on with it. With it. Come on with it.